EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. They'll get this to the 24. It's second down. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he has met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A gain of 12 yards.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Throw left side complete. That's Rice. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your opponent in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Mahomes now to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with second and a yard. Inside is Brown. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here we go now on first and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
They'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets them a little extra on the play. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Hurts
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you got him.
It's caught inside the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
15. Hey, Sunday. Yellow. Hey, 57 colors.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught up by Rice. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away.
Fielded at about the 28. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Trimmer.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. They were looking to throw, holding in a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Again, it's Pacheco.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 26. Brings up 2nd down.
Mahomes going to throw.
That's laid out deep for Rice. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Hey, 43.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
He'll try and do this himself.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
15.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, 57.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, 15. Hey, 43.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Hero 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Rashee Rice
from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Room past the 35.
He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw now on first down.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for Dotson. He's got him.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second down and goal. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Chris Olave.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for KC. 56 yards.
15, yellow.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
Only about a yard takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Pick up with 2. Brings up second and goal.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. Let's go.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Terry McLaurin from 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Hey, Silver.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Hey, Yellow, hey, go gun. One, easy. One,
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Great. Let's go. Trimmer.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
That's returnable now for Smith.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there for KC. 52 yards.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
From 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Yellow. Hey, 43. 15. Yellow. Hey, yellow, hey, go.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
63.
Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 57 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because if the defense got them, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Right. 43. I'll go. Hey, 57. Hey, 57. 50.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Attack. Here, 15. Hey, 43. 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Yellow.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give
them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On 2nd and 10. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And he will have the Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That one caught by Rice. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, rip lift.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness.
Yeah, he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. This one taken in by Olave.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Eagles.
Back to throw now on first down. It's caught. Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Running left, it's Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Kansas City, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the